back to my channel. Today I'm going to be opening the June Boxycharm and reviewing the May Boxycharm. As always, I like to start with the previous month to review it, let you guys know what I thought of all the products that I used, and then open up the current months and let you guys know what are in there. So start with May. Here are the products in here. I'm actually wearing a couple of them on my face today so you guys can get a little bit of what they look like. So I'm just going to quickly go through all of these. The first one is the Ella and Mila nail polish, and it is a mint color called Pistache, and it's really pretty. It's a gorgeous mint color. I love how it looks, but the formula, not so great. I had to do at least 3 coats of nail polish and it was still really streaky. It's a very, very thin, streaky polish. I probably should have done 4 coats, but I was so frustrated with it by 3 because normally my nail polishes are 1 to 2 coats that I gave up. I'm like, okay, 3 coats it is. And then it chipped within 12 hours. Like, a lot of chipping. It wasn't just one chip that was maybe a fluke. It was all the tips of my nails and some at the roots here, like by the cuticles. It was chipping everywhere. So I have a polish that's a similar color to this. I'm not going to keep this. It's not worth it to me. I'm going to give it to somebody else who doesn't mind a streaky nail polish, who doesn't mind having to build it up, who maybe knows some better base and top coat tricks than I do. And hopefully they will enjoy it more than me because I didn't love it. Then we had a Starlooks lip liner in the color Charmed, and it was a collaboration with Boxycharm, and I will swatch it for you so you guys can see what it looks like. I'll do a pretty thick swatch. So that is the color right there, and it's a pretty color. It's a little bit on the warm side for me, but it actually didn't look bad with my skin tone. I was expecting it to be iffy, but I liked how it looked, and it goes on really easily. It's not like super creamy, but it doesn't like pull at my lips. However, once it was on, it felt really drying. Like, it felt really matte, and it looked really matte too, and not necessarily in a good way. Like, you could see all the lines of my lips, and it looked flaky. My lips looked flaky because they're chapped, and it didn't do anything for me in the moisture regards. Like, it didn't even look moisturized. It is one of those formulas where if you stick your lips together, like press them together, they kind of stick together. So like this one, it does it a teeny tiny bit, but this one did it a lot. Like, it was really sticky, which is weird because it was so matte. I wouldn't have expected that. But, you know, it did it anyways, and that isn't my favorite thing. It's not like a huge drawback. If that was the only thing that was wrong with it, it wouldn't bug me at all. But, I mean, there were some other things wrong with it, like especially the drying feeling. The wear time is really good. It lasts quite a while, with and without gloss. I put it by itself and wore it for probably 3, 4, 5 hours by itself, and then my lips were feeling really dry. I needed to put something on top of it, and it still looked good, but I needed, you know, kind of a moisturizing power there. So I put the gloss on it, and it lasted the rest of the day. It didn't come off. Even with the gloss, it still was like on my lips. Overall, it's a pretty good product, a good lip liner, but you know what? And I'm sure you've heard this before, the ColourPop lip liners are better. They are equally as pigmented, but they feel creamy. They don't hurt your lips like matte wise. They don't feel drying, and they're cheaper. The Starlooks lip liner is $19.50, so almost 20 bucks, and the ColourPop ones are only $5. Then we have this eyebrow gel by the Brow Gal, and I didn't use it because I don't do my eyebrows, so I'm gonna be giving this away to somebody. Didn't want to open it because I already have a clear eyebrow gel that I hardly ever use, and that's gonna be good enough for me. If for some reason I really do start using my eyebrow gel all the time, I start doing my eyebrows on a regular basis, maybe this would have been good for me. I honestly don't know. I didn't want to open it if it's not something I'm going to be using. I want to give it to somebody else who actually will use it. Then there was a Catherine Malandrino Romance de Provence perfume, and I already had a very small sample of it that I got in another box, and so didn't open this one, didn't have any to spray it. So let me quickly tell you what it smells like. It's not horrible, and my husband actually likes it. However, it's not my favorite kind of scent. It's warmer, muskier. It would probably be good for the winter and fall months. It's not that sweet, fresh, fruity, floral smell that you're going to see more commonly in the spring and summertime. And those are the kind of scents that I like all year long. It's not just spring and summer for me. It's winter and fall as well. The wear time is pretty good. I want to say 4 hours later I could still smell it. I mean, it was definitely fainter. Like right now, it's for sure there. Like if I walked past somebody, if I was sitting next to somebody in close quarters, they'd be like, like, girl, you got too much perfume on, even though I just did like one little swipe. After those 3-4 hours, it's still there. You can kind of smell it on the person, but it's not overwhelming anymore. So because my husband likes it, I think I will keep this little one, even though I was gonna get rid of it because I'm not a huge fan, but you know, maybe I'll put it on sometimes so he can smell it. But I'm gonna pass on the big one because I don't think I'm gonna use it enough to justify keeping this one and this one when this is all I'm going to use. Then we have this blush by Makeup Geek, and the color is XOXO, and I will show you what it looks like. I kept it in the box for you guys, but here is the actual tin. It's very cute. It says Makeup Geek. It's kind of a purple, like gunmetal gray, and the blush itself is a bright kind of corally pink color. I do like that it has a mirror, by the way. It's very pigmented, pretty buttery and smooth, very pretty color. But despite the fact that it's a nice blush, there are a couple downfalls to it. The first one being that when you take a blush brush and you swirl it around in the pan, it goes everywhere. There's so much kick-up of powder, which is not the best thing. I feel like I'm wasting some of the product. Like, I'd rather have that than not being able to get any pigment on the brush. But I do think that it could have been made a little bit better so as to not have that insane amount of dust flying everywhere. It can get on your clothes, and also the fact that it's so pigmented, it's really easy to get clown face. This, by the way, is one of the products that I'm wearing on my cheeks today. I had to blend the heck out of it, so it looks pretty natural now, kind of like a warm corally pink, just like dusting on my cheeks, but oh my gosh, I just barely put my brush into the blush, tapped it off a ton, and then like dabbed it onto my cheeks, and it almost gave me clown face. Like, I had to like blow on the brush, get almost all the pigment off, and then keep going right away so that it blended. It would have been bad. It could have easily been bad. So be warned, if you're going to be using these blushes, make sure you're very careful with them, or, you know, get a natural kind of lighter shade of blush in the first place so as to not have this problem. It's a good blush. I'll probably keep it, at least for now, but you know, be careful when you're using it. The last product is this Pure Minerals Double Ego Dual Ended Eyeliner. And this is the other product that I'm using today. I don't know if you can see it, but on my eyelids I have kind of a green teal color, a thin layer on top of the black eyeliner. I wanted to kind of mix it up a little bit. I had a pretty neutral eye going on and I wanted to get some color in there, so I decided to do that. I originally started with the pencil side, and the pencil side is more of a really dark teal color, right? So I put that on the lower lash line. Didn't look good. It's not for me. So I'm sure it would be good, you know, tight lined, or if you have the coordination and the patience to use a pencil on your upper lash line, I'm sure it would have looked great. But I decided instead to just use the felt tip side, and I will swatch that for you also. And this is a much more blue tinted green rather than green tinted blue. So that's this one here, and it's very, very nice, very pigmented, very smooth. You can get a pretty thin line, and it went on easily. Definitely a good product. I don't know how much I'm going to use this because it is kind of a unique color for me, but when I'm feeling adventurous like today with the eyes and apparently the lips as well, it's a pretty good product. I would say if you don't want to get a fun color like this, then the black or the brown are probably equally as good in quality, and it's more wearable. Okay, so that is it for the May box. Let's move on to the June one. Pretty excited. Things look interesting. So this is the brand Pharmacy, which I've had some products from them before. Basically, it's a brand that's like straight from the farm to the pharmacy. Get it? Pharmacy. And I think they're just very natural products. Oh, and this one was made exclusively for Boxycharm. Anyways, by the way, let me tell you what the product is. It's a hydrating coconut gel mask. Coconut's my favorite, and I also love gel masks. They always seem much more moisturizing than like the cloth ones. Hydrating, that's good because I have very dry skin. So it's also brightening, activated by anti-zyme rich purple broccoli extract. There's 3 in here, and they're individually wrapped in these little packets here. and I don't want to open it because I don't want to use it right now, but you actually leave it on 20 to 25 minutes, which is cool because I like the ones that last a little bit longer, they leave on a little bit longer. And I think it's just, you know, a regular sheet mask in kind of a gel form. Yeah, it kind of feels a little bit jelly. $24, so about $8 a piece, which yeah, is kind of expensive. Then we've got an Ofra product in bubble wrap. It looks like maybe a pressed translucent powder. Pressed powder oil control. So it's a full size, valued at $40. $39.95. Holy cannoli. Oil control pressed powder was designed to keep your makeup intact all day, perfect for oil control, suitable for sensitive skin. So it sounds like it's just a pressed translucent powder, which I don't know, you guys. I don't have oily skin. Like, I want to swatch it, but I don't have oily skin. I actually just used a translucent powder for the first time in like so long today, and I don't think it did much. I used it under my eyes and like they feel soft, but that's really all the difference it seems to make to me. In fact, sometimes it settles into my fine lines and makes my lines look more obvious, and it doesn't do anything for dark circles. Is this another product that I should just not touch and give it to somebody? I think it is, because I have so many translucent powders anyways. Those ones are loose, this one's pressed, but what's the difference really? I think I'm gonna do the smart thing here and just not use it and give it to somebody else who will. This is a Galactic Beauty Precise Eyeliner Marker. And you know what? Should I open this one? I feel so bad because I'm like, you know what, I'm just not going to open these products and I'm not going to try them out for you guys. I'm not going to let you guys know how they are because I'm selfish and I want them to last as long as they possibly can, so I don't want to open them if I'm already using other products. You know what I'm saying? This is a $20 value. It's weightless, long-lasting, water-resistant, smudge-proof, and lies comfortably on the eye with no pugging or tolling. I almost said the same thing, just backwards. Pulling or tugging. I'm gonna open it. I want to let you guys know. Ooh, that's an interesting brush. Look how long it is. I want to, you know, actually be able to test this product out for you. Wowza. That's like a liquid eyeliner. That's not even like a felt tip eyeliner. This is like liquid status. Very, 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 very pigmented, very wet, very dark and black. That's really cool. I'm excited to try this. My actually my last felt tip eyeliner just dried out. So I figured might as well try this one, even though probably should have opened some of my older ones first, but you know, do what you gotta do for your viewers, am I right? Then we have a nail polish in here. This is by LVX, and it is an $18 nail polish. I've had some of the polishes from them before, and I can't remember if I like them or not, but it's pretty. The color is Serene. I can see that. It's kind of a, you know, cornflower blue, just like a tiny hint of purple, very light blue. Feels like a pretty thin formula. Hopefully it's not streaky like the last one. But it's really pretty. I'm excited to use it, and I will probably maybe put this on my nails next. I'm not sure when I'll put it on my nails, but you guys will get a chance to see it. And I think there's one last product in here. This is by Cougar by Paula Dunn. I haven't heard of that brand before, and it is a mineral face and body shimmer in Diamond Kiss. Like a highlighter? I would be okay with that. Oh, it's loose. It's a loose powder. So it's a $16 value. It's formulated using feather-like shimmering minerals, adding a radiant sparkle when lightly brushed anywhere on the body. It sounds like a highlighter. It has a sifter, so that's good. That's very yellow, but I think it looks pretty. Hopefully you guys can see it. Why am I so terrible about where I put my swatches? You guys, why don't you tell me? Like, you're not gonna be able to show it there. Figure out somewhere else. Okay, so it's here and here. Can you see the sparkles? I don't know. I can't see them in the camera, but hopefully you guys will have this on a bigger screen than what I'm looking at. On my hand, it just looks like a very subtle shimmer. So hopefully I'll be able to use this. I haven't used a loose highlighter yet. I've used pressed, I've used liquid, I've used like crayon. So hopefully it works out well because I'm obsessed with highlighters. Yeah, it looks like subtle enough where it's not going to be like, oh, you're going clubbing. Oh, a disco ball exploded on your face. Let me add up the total really quickly and I'll let you know what the value is. About $118, which is pretty good for a $21 box, don't you think? I sure think so, and I'm really excited to try out all these products except for that pressed powder. I think I will be able to use everything in here. Like, different story, but I can use them all. So So I'm excited to get into these, and hopefully you guys will stick around and hit subscribe, and then that way you can find out how good these products are next month. Also, if you didn't know, I have a giveaway going on my channel right now. I'm giving away a sarong. I will link the video and the actual giveaway down in the description below so you guys can go check that out, and I hope you enter, and good luck to all of you. Anyways, that's gonna be it for me today. If you enjoyed, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and share with all your friends. And if you want to watch either of my last two videos, you can click the boxes next to me. And until next time, I will see you all very, very soon. Bye! Declutter videos about the KonMari method created by Marie Kondo. And I decided I wanted to try one of those on my channel. A stick that, you know, you might not love and wear every single day. So I just wanted to show you some of my personal favorites.